Good afternoon, students. We had been discussing the chemical properties of metals in our previous classes, right? And the last topic we had discussed is displacement reaction. Do you remember what is displacement reaction? Displacement reaction. This was the topic, the last topic we have discussed in our previous class, displacement reaction. What is displacement reaction? Before understanding this displacement reaction, you should know what is reactivity series. Reactivity series. Okay. Please understand one thing. You would have seen that when we have added a piece of sodium into water, what happened? It exploded. Sodium burnt into flame, right? You would have seen this. Okay. Then what happens if a piece of gold is added into water? A piece of gold is added into water. Nothing will happen, right? No reaction takes place there. So you just understand one thing. Different metals react with water at a different speed or at a different rate, right? For example, we know that potassium, if potassium is added into water, it will react vigorously with water. But iron reacts with water but very slowly. Okay, that's the difference. So we should know that metals react with water or any other substance at a different speed or at a different rate. Okay, metals react with different materials with different rate. Clear? So based on the reactivity of these metals, we have arranged those metals in a vertical column in a table in their decreasing order of reactivity, and that's what we call the reactivity series. Metals are arranged in their decreasing order of reactivity in a vertical column, and that's what we call reactivity series. For example, potassium, let me write potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead. It will come below, okay? Lead, copper, silver, gold, platinum. These are different metals arranged in their decreasing order of reactivity, and this is what we call the reactivity series. Reactivity series. We know that potassium sodium reacts vigorously with water. That means very high reaction will be there, very violent reaction will be there. And calcium onwards, calcium reacts with cold water but slowly. So as we go down, the reactivity of these metals towards water decreases. And please understand, lead, as we go down, lead, aluminium, calcium reacts with cold water, magnesium does not react with cold water, it reacts with hot water, and aluminium, zinc, iron, they do not even react with hot water, they react only with steam. Okay, and lead will not react with water, copper will not react with water. silver, no reaction. Gold, no reaction. Platinum, no reaction. Okay, and that's why these metals, silver, gold, platinum, they do not react with air, or they do not react with water. That's why they have a shiny appearance always. So we have arranged the metals in their decreasing order of reactivity in a vertical column, and that's what we call the reactivity series. Have you understood reactivity series? Now let me use the symbols of these metals to write reactivity series. Potassium K, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, copper, silver, gold. Potassium, K for potassium, Na for sodium, Ca for calcium, Mg for magnesium, Al for aluminium, Zn for zinc, iron for Fe, Fe for iron, Pb for lead, Cu for copper, Ag for silver, and Au for gold. Okay, this is what we call a reactivity series. Now we had already discussed about displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. So, and we have discussed that if you have added an Fe iron nails into CuSO4 solution, copper sulfate solution, it will become, what happens? Since Fe is more reactive than copper, Fe displaces copper from the solution to form FeSO4, right? The place of Cu will be occupied by Fe to form FeSO4, and the blue color solution will turn into green after some time. Okay, plus Cu will be removed from the compound, and this reaction is called displacement reaction. And why Fe displaces Cu? See, look at this reactivity series. Fe comes above Cu, right? Fe comes above Cu. Since Fe is more reactive than Cu, Cu will be displaced by Fe. Okay, now we will discuss one more example. We have taken magnesium, and magnesium is added into FeSO4 solution. Okay, it is a green color solution as we already discussed. And what happens if you have added a piece of magnesium into FeSO4 solution? Which one is more reactive, magnesium or Fe? Magnesium is more reactive, right? So magnesium comes above Fe in the reactivity series. That means magnesium is more reactive. So magnesium displaces Fe from this compound to form Mg. Fe will be removed from there, and that place will be occupied by magnesium. So the compound will be MgSO4 plus Fe. Fe will be removed. Okay, MgSO4 plus Fe, and this will be a colorless solution. Colorless solution. So the green color solution will become colorless after this reaction. Understood? So a reaction in which a more reactive element displaces, or a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its compound, is called displacement reaction. Reactions in which a more reactive metal or a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its compound is called displacement reaction. Clear? Now let me discuss one more example here. One more example. If you have added iron Fe into zinc sulfate solution. Okay, you have added Fe into zinc sulfate solution. Zinc sulfate will be a colorless solution, okay? And you have added an iron nail into zinc sulfate solution. What happens? What happens? No change will be there. No change will be there, because which metal is more reactive? Fe or Zn? Fe comes below Zn, right? So Fe is less reactive than Fe is less reactive than zinc. So Fe will not be able to displace Zn from this compound. Fe is less reactive than, since Fe is less reactive than zinc, Fe could not or cannot displace zinc from this compound. So no reaction takes place. No reaction. Have you understood? So here displacement reaction will not take place because Fe is less reactive than zinc. So reactions in which a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its compound is called a displacement reaction. Have you understood what is displacement reaction and what is reactivity series? That's all for today. Let us write the notes regarding displacement reaction and please study it.